Wait a minute, you might want to think twice before grabbing that bag of junk food.
According to the INEGI, the INSP, and the Secretaría de Salud, 36.1% of Mexicans over age 20 are overweight, while an additional 39.1% are obese. This means almost 3 in 4 people suffer from some sort of weight problem in this country. And there are two things we can pin it on: lack of exercise and a poor diet. Over the last half century or so, growth in the Mexican economy has led us away from eating grains and produce to the average diet becoming more and more filled with processed and fatty foods. That same homemade cuisine started implementing more things like fried foods, oils, and lard. Fat soon became a characteristic synonymous with Mexican dishes, such as the fried gorditas and tacos de canastas in the central and south regions, or the fried fish tacos further north. The relative cheapness of these products, combined with the poverty and the growth of large food corporations in the country, has led to the ongoing diabetes and obesity epidemics our government is trying to fix. That is why today I'm going to give you some tips on how to have a more healthy lifestyle. First things first, we need to learn how to eat. The only way to lose weight is via a calorie deficit. That means burning off more calories than the ones you metabolize. In order to accomplish this, you need a diet low in fat and high in protein in order to build muscle and burn off the fat. You will have a hard time shedding off those extra pounds if you are unable to balance all 5 nutrients properly. Nutrients are divided in macro and micronutrients. Macronutrients include proteins, fat, and carbs, things needed in order to build new tissue and use as energy for the body. Micronutrients, on the other hand, include minerals and vitamins, things needed in order to maintain chemical processes essential to the body's survival. I'll break down each nutrient quickly for you. Proteins are the main building block in your body. Your skin, muscles, organs, and many other things in your body are made almost entirely by proteins. You can get them from almost any meat, including beef, fish, chicken, pork, etc., etc. However, I recommend not eating a lot of red meats, as they are more harmful to the body and may increase your risks of getting cancer. It is better if you stick to chicken and fish. Carbohydrates are your immediate source of energy, as your body breaks them down into sugars to make ATP for your cells. They are in potatoes, pastas, bread, grains, etc. It is a great tool if you are trying to gain weight, but it is best not to overindulge in them if you're going for the opposite, as your body will stick to these for energy instead of burning off the fat you want. Public enemy number 1 to many people, fats are still essential to the body and store energy. You can find them in things like dairy, oils, and avocados. It is better to stick to these in very small amounts and stick to them in foods like avocados and peanuts, which have polyunsaturated fats, as opposed to fried foods, which are filled with saturated and trans fats. If the last 3 nutrients work as the body and fuel of the car, vitamins and minerals work as the oil. They keep things running efficiently in your body. They are essential in synthesizing and breaking down the proteins, carbs, and fats you consume. You can eat them in fruits and vegetables of any kind. Okay, I've already explained why the biggest contributor in gaining or losing weight is your eating. But it is essential you exercise for at least 30 minutes a day. You can either do cardio, which is training your heart and lungs to be better at doing their jobs, or you can do weight training, which is damaging the muscle tissue in order to get bigger and stronger. Cardio is needed for burning fat. And muscles, there are several groups, which I'll explain later.
Cardio is simple enough. You go out for a run of the intensity you can handle, or you can do simple exercises like jumping jacks to fill out your needs.
But muscle is more complicated. There are several groups, which I'll explain, along with some exercises you can do at home to train each and every one of them. But there is a piece of equipment that you really need: dumbbells. A pair of these will explain the plethora of exercises you can do at home by a lot. I recommend an adjustable pair, which you can change the weights on. Back muscles used to train are the lats, the lower back, and the posterior deltoids, which are a part of the shoulder. You can do pull-ups of various types, and if you have access to a gym, you can do a dumbbell row and pullovers. The arm can be trained in a variety of ways without any equipment, but the exercises are complicated and counterintuitive. That's where the dumbbells come in. They expand your exercises you can do by a whole bunch. You can do tricep kickbacks, a French press, and diamond push-ups. Biceps, it's your basic curls. And as for shoulders, you can do a front raise, side raise, and military press. Abs are some of the simpler exercises. You can do a variety of crunches, Russian twists, along with isometric exercises such as a plank, with a plethora of more exercises. I recommend a small dose of abs every day in order to build them quicker, along with whatever muscle you're working that day. Exercise the chest by doing push-ups, a flat bench press, along with flies with the dumbbells you just bought. To cap it off, I recommend doing these exercises in 4 sets of 10, 12, or 15 reps, and mix them and match them according to your needs and the muscle you're exercising each day. In conclusion, now that I've presented the facts to you, I believe there's no reason why you shouldn't start working right away on bettering yourself. This obesity epidemic is not something that the government is able to solve by itself. It's something that we need to work on individually, and there's no reason for us to not be able to achieve our best selves.